Hello everybody, my name is SaEun and welcome to SaEunShine. This is my website, my platform where I get to shine bright, and one of the ways that I shine is through offering multicultural life coaching. And so in this video I want to talk about just briefly what is multicultural life, who are you, and why multicultural life coaching. So, multicultural life, what do I mean by that? Well, it is what it says. It's a life that spans across multiple cultures. It could be 2 culture, 3 culture, 4, 5, 6 cultures, languages, places, so there's some mobility in your life. And the reason for the mobility could be that you moved or your parents moved, and when you were young, uprooted you from your parents' root culture, and raised you in another place. Or your parents could be in an interracial, intercultural marriage, or you yourself are. And so as a result of this mobility, depending on whatever was determined as the reason for it, you could be called an immigrant, a refugee, or an adoptee, international adoptee, or the label that describes me most closely is third culture kid. Those of us who grew up outside of our parents' culture, but with the intention to repatriate to our parents' place or their country. So you moved a lot. You could have, your family could actually also be living on a border, near a border between 2 countries, and so your family really grew and expanded into this family that spans across these 2 countries and cultures. I feel like a cultural chameleon because I speak multiple languages, and in each of the culture where I'm a part of, like my parents' culture is very Korean, and so when I'm in Korea, which is where I am right now, I speak Korean, I look Korean, I blend right in. But at the same time, when I'm back in the US, for example, you can see I'm quite animated. I am an American, and I blend in like that, and like a chameleon. Also, I describe it as like feeling like a mosaic. I feel like a mosaic of various cultures. So not one culture can ever define me. One race cannot define me. Anything can define me. So I'm unlabelable, unboxable, multicultural, mosaic type of a human being. So, and I just wanted to briefly say that this multiculturality really goes beyond the places and the cultures where you lived, to like significant individuals that have influenced your life. For instance, for me in Saudi Arabia, where I grew up, I also lived in the same house as our caretakers, who were very often Bengali or Indian, Pakistani, and I feel kind of this like a real family, sense of a family with them. And so it really goes beyond just the nameable, geographical places where you might have lived. It provides you this time and space of just getting really curious about who you are and discovering what you're here to do on this planet Earth. We each have such a unique purpose that we are here to fulfill, like so unique, like our own thumbprint. And the life that we lived is really including the family that we were raised in, all the crazy dysfunctions and the craziness in our life perhaps all of it was for a reason for us to learn something on this earth school and fulfill our purpose, our mission. And so I feel that it would be wonderful to approach that curiosity, that life coaching, with a keen awareness of that multicultural life, because research shows that many of us who are multicultural are very aware of the blessing of our life as well as what feels like a curse. We really struggle with confusion with our own identity. Who am I? Feeling like a misfit in this world of human interaction that's very visible based, race based, or our gender role based, and feeling misunderstood. There's a sense of rootlessness because we didn't really just stay where our biological roots are from, and wherever you move to isn't exactly where your roots are from either. So there's a sense of homelessness, rootlessness, restlessness, just feeling the need to move because perhaps that's what we became used to, and there's really nothing wrong with that, right? In fact, our global economy, if we moved according to schools, where the schools are, where the jobs are, then we can continue to live this kind of global life. We feel really split whenever we want to make a decision about what we want in life. There's a sense of real splitness, and a part of me wants this, but a part of me really wants that. And maybe feel a little paralyzed in how to make that decision. And just therefore feeling lonely, feeling unseen for who we are, unheard for our true voice, and not feeling like we belong anywhere. And yet we feel we belong everywhere, and maybe that feels a bit overwhelming because we as an individual human being have a real need to be a part of a community, a place. And yet we have amazing skills. This multicultural life allows us to be like a bridge between the cultures that we have been a part of, and we can communicate across cultures. We speak these languages that is such a skill, such a unique power that we hold, and a privilege, and being able to hold different perspectives that can be a true gift. And so yes, why multicultural life coaching let us uncover who we truly are, why we lived this colorful multicultural life, what we are here to fulfill, what our life purpose is, and live it, blossom into the unique flower or butterfly that we are meant to be.